Welcome to Drops on Elite. So today we'll be talking about this particular testnet called the Malda Testnet, so previously known as the Mendy Finance. So in this video, I'll be showing you step-by-step guide on how to do this particular testnet, and in the course of this video, I'll be moving from one link to another, but all those links are going to be down there in the description. So now click on the first link. We're going to get to this place. Now here, this is the main dashboard for this testnet. So once you come over here, you have to log in with your Metamask wallet. So this is my Metamask, and I've already logged in already. So now next we're going to do is to come over to this place and click on the faucets. Okay, so once you click on here, you're going to get to this page. So now here we have the opportunity for us to claim the faucet tokens for Malda Testnet. So we are going to claim for the linear Sephora, going to claim for the Ethereum Sephora, and then lastly the optimism Sephora. But the rule here is that we have to, before we are able to claim, we have to have at least this test token for all these chains. Okay, but we don't have any of it. So what we're going to do here, we're going to claim for Ethereum Sephora, and then we then convert to linear Sephora and then optimism Sephora. So now come over to the next link. So here we are going to claim the Ethereum Sephora faucet token, right? So now you come over here, move over to your Metamask wallet, and then you copy your wallet address. Okay, so you paste it here, and then you claim 0.03 Sephora Ethereum Sephora, right? So after that, come over to the next link. So here now we are going to, so once you come over here, you connect your wallet, okay, the Metamask wallet, okay. So now here we are going to convert part of that Ethereum Sephora to linear Sephora, okay. So after that, we also do that for the optimism Sephora as well too. So now we start with the linear Sephora. So choose the amount you want, 0.001, and then we convert. So I'm done with this. So next I'll do that for the optimism Sephora, okay. Right, I'm done with this. So now we have test token for all the chains, okay. So that's what we did here. Now next we're going to do is that we still come over back to here. So now we can now claim for all the three chains, okay. Now we'll start with the Ethereum Sephora chain. So click on it, and then you claim the faucet token for it as well. So now once I'm done with this, I'm going to claim for that of the linear chain, and then I also claim for the optimism Sephora chain as well too, okay. So I'm done with this. So let me claim for the linear one. Okay, that's the optimism Sephora. So now I have claimed the three chains, okay. I've claimed the faucet token for the three chains. So now let's come over to this link, and I'm here now. Once you come over here, first we are going to supply, okay, for all the chains, right? So you click on supply, and then you choose the amount that you want to supply here, okay. So now, just like I said, we're going to supply for all the three chains: linear, the Sephora, and then the Ethereum, okay. But I'm going to start with one chain first, so one, and then next one, okay. Now let's start with the Ethereum Sephora chain. So I will click on 500, okay, and then I will approve. So next to come back again, and then this time we're going to claim for another chain. So let's claim for the linear chain, okay. Let's supply for linear chain, sorry. Okay, I'm done with this. So now next we're going to enable the collateral for this. So come over here, click on enable, okay, so that we can enable the USDT collateral, okay. So I'm done with this. So now we're still going to go back to supply for the last chain. That's the optimism chain. So come over here, you click on, come over to this place here, click on supply, and then we then supply for the last chain, that's which is the optimism chain, right? So you also supply for it as well too. So then I approve. So now we are done with supplying for all the chains. The next we're going to do, we're going to supply for this as well too, that is WETH. You're going to supply for it, just like the same way we did for the USDC chain. You're going to supply for all the chains as well. But I'll just do for one now. I'll supply for just one chain here. Okay, so you do where to supply for the other chains as well too. Okay, so I'll let me go for this chain, right? Okay, 0.01, then I approve. So then after that, I have to then enable for this as well, enable the WTH collateral as well too, just like we did for the USDC on. Okay, so you enable for both of them as well too. So as you can see now, the enable button for this one, they are both on. Okay, so ensure that you enable both of them. Now next we're going to do here is that we're going to borrow this time around. So come over here, click on this borrow. So now here we're going to borrow for the USDT chain, okay, and then that of the WTH as well too. So now let me start with the USDC. Okay, we have the opportunity to borrow at least $405. Okay, so I'll just click here and then borrow $300. Okay, under the Ethereum chain, right? So as you can see, we are done with the borrowing for USDC. So now next, we also go to do that for WTH as well too. Okay, so come over here, click on supply, click on borrow, and then you choose the amounts you want to borrow. So we have Z2 WTH to borrow, so I'll just borrow 0.01. okay, and then I will then borrow. So now as you can see here, we are done with borrowing the USDC and that's of the WTH. So now next we're going to do is that we're going to repay. Okay, so let's start with USDC. Just click on the repay and then come over here. We have to repay $350, right? So just do it here. I'll just click on the amount 350 and then okay, next I'm going to do is that I'm going to do also claim for repay for the WETH as well too. So I'll set the amount, then I will confirm. Okay, now I'm done with the repaying. So now come over here, click on supply. So now we are done with the supply, we are done with the borrowing, and then we are done with the repay bar, with the repay as well too. So the next we're going to do is that we're going to withdraw this time around. So I click on the withdraw. So here we have to withdraw 500 USDT that we supplied here. Okay, so I'll just come over here and then you can choose any chain because we know we supplied for different chain, right? So you have to come back and then click on the chains and then withdraw as well too. So but let me just do for, okay, so I'll just then after that I have to come back here and do for that of the USDC as well to the WETH as well too. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. Okay, so if you have any question, you please do it to ask in the comment section. I will be there to answer all your questions, right? So now if there's any updates, I will ensure that you guys have it as well. So ensure also to follow them in their Twitter page and then the Discord page as well. So I will drop in this down in the description section. Okay, now just go there and then follow them along. Okay, now thank you and then see you in the next video. Right.